And I guarantee you that when the nation states have their date, no one's going to know about it. The public, from the Honeywell spinoff, that's going to be 5 years after a nation state because they're going to hold that as a tight state secret.
Sure.
So, so the thing to remember is that that date is going to be fast forward 5 years earlier than anyone in the open market is claiming they have a quantum capable system with the right quantum volumes. From our data security and our risk strategies, we need to start thinking about how do we protect our data today in all of its life cycle, at rest, in transit, and use for that future event. And I think that shift in focus is how organizations can actually take tactical measures and apply risk controls without knowing when that catastrophic event is going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I can add on to what Steve said. Steve, you're spot on. I mean, it couldn't be more accurate. The other thing that people don't realize is not all data out there is encrypted with the most advanced encryption. You think of RSA 2048, kind of the standard, right? A long key length to factor. But we were talking with the top 3 U.S. bank, and with their folks that are running really their quantum efforts, their cyber and crypto efforts, they've got 30% of their data still triple DES. That was broken back in the 90s. There's RSA 512 out there. There's RSA 1024 out there. Parts of the internet and parts of data being communicated have no encryption. So when people think of Q, this Q day, it's not going to be Q day. It's going to be a Q. It's going to be a Q period, time period, meaning that the data that Steve's talking about that's gotten exfiltrated, we call it store now, decrypt later, or steal now, decrypt later. The data set exfiltrated, the weakest stuff is going to break first. So, you think about this series of events that will happen, and we won't know. Steve's right. We will not know. It's just going to happen. And the only way we really do know is when we see things appearing on, the dark web or whatever from hackers. But it's going to be a period of time, and the need to move right now. I mean, the one thing that we haven't talked about yet, which we need to factor in, is AI.